Hey there, welcome to day 5 of the 5 days to 5x your online visibility, engagement, and sales. I'm Julie, back with you today, and today is the last day. So hopefully, up till now, you have learned a lot and been able to execute a lot and have been seeing some success. So to date, we have gone over how to get personal, how to get engaged by asking and answering questions, how to get current by using current events, holidays, birthdays, promotions, how to get inspired, and not just in the traditional way of using social quotes to do it. And then today is get a plan. And that doesn't mean not in the normal sense of get a plan. I've got several things lined up for you, so we're going to jump right into it. So today's affirmation is I'm an outgoing and magnetic entrepreneur who proactively plans and strategizes to take advantage of available resources to grow my online presence and attract my ideal customers who will want to work with me. That's a long one. So say it a couple of times. It really helps to do an affirmation every day. So just say it a few times and get on with the plan. So basically, get a plan today. We're going to discuss several things there are one-time things that you can do that will help you to get a handle on social media and really get some traction with it. So obviously, social media can be a time suck. So getting on and, just scrolling the feeds and whatever, that's not a great use of time. Posting all willy-nilly, not having a plan is not a great use of time either, because that's what sucks you into the massive endless scrolling. And if you're scrolling, you're not really taking charge of your social media or making great use of your time. So we will get on to the 5 steps that I have for today. So tip number 1 is batching. And by batching, I mean to take some time to sit down and things that are similar, like posts, take the time to go ahead and do similar tasks at the same time. So whether that be sourcing images. So like if you're looking for backgrounds for social quotes that you're going to make, you can go to places like Pixabay or Unsplash, places like that, and go ahead and find 20, 30, 40 that match your brand and put them in a folder. Then you will have that when it comes time to create those posts. Same thing with writing posts. Before I write posts, I go get inspiration. So I'll go find several people's feeds that I like, and I'll just get ideas. Now, I do not copy. Obviously, there's copyright when you publish out, even on social media. So, but you can use those. I have to get screen grabs, and I look at things like their placement of emojis, how they use GIFs, and the actual post composition and what they're saying. So you can batch that one time, go get some ideas. And then again, just anything that takes you a long time to do one time. So if you do it once a day, posting on social media, that means you've got to find an image, you've got to make the image, you've got to add your branding to it, you've got to create the post, you've got to post it, you've got to post it in all of the different places you're going to post it, and you're going to have to try to find some hashtags to go with it. So that can take literally like an hour just to do one post. But if you batch it, it goes much faster. All right, moving on. If we create a post theme, and by post theme, I want you to think about the types of content that would promote, obviously, your business, but also you. You are interjecting you into your post strategy. People do business with people, not with brands or companies. So first and foremost, you need to put yourself out there. So I want you to take a few minutes. And again, this is a one-time thing. Once you have this strategy in place, then everything else kind of falls into place. So I want you to think about 4 things that you are passionate about, like to share on social media, that are business and personal related. And you can have more than 4. But just for the sake of this and just trying to kind of work this out, 4 is a good number to kind of group things into. So I've got 3 examples for you. So we've got Let's say we've got a skincare person, and she also happens to be a DIY person, a stay-at-home mom. She has faith, and then she sells a skincare product. So those are the post themes that she's going to work around. So, and again, that doesn't mean that that's the only thing that she can post on, but she wants to interject those into her post strategy. Another example is from, let's say, a fitness person. And so she's got food, photography, running, and a pet mom. So obviously she's fitness, she may sell a fitness product. So running is how she's mixing that in there. I might would change running to fitness, just to, anything fitness, and even diet related can all go into that one group. But the others are hobbies and things that she likes. And so if she tried to work photography into it, she can do some photos, some selfies, take some pictures of some fitness activities, and just work those in there. But again, hobbies are a big part of you and what you like to do. And pets are a huge part of social media in our lives today. So any way that you can work your pets into the mix, they are very shareable, very relatable. So if she's a fitness person and working in pets, I've seen the cutest posts of dogs doing yoga, dogs doing yoga or fitness, jumping, somebody doing jumping jacks and the dog doing jumping jacks with them. So tremendous amount of ways that you can work in, these other aspects that are personal and highlight, your likes. And then another one is a business coach who likes art, self-care, and travel. So that gives you an idea. So think about today how you can bucket your main theme, branding thing, I guess, about what your post strategy. Next, we're going to do a brand theme. So basically, this is really easy. Just think about, you can go out and look at some others, but if you follow me, you see I have a purple post every day. There's nothing special about that post at all. They're actually not even great looking, I would say. They're just block text on an image. I've tinted them to be purple, and then I've added my logo. But that is a brand theme. That post that's my inspirational post that goes every single day. I actually do post some of the inspirational out of the Your Social Planner as well. And let me see if I can get this to go away. You can actually brand, let me go to, you can actually create your branding. Once you decide on what you want to do, you can create that branding right inside the dashboard. So if you, let's say that you were going to, there's a purple post actually. All right, so let's take this one for example. Close this out. So if I go to edit this, and because I'm on Zoom again, it's going to take a second to pull up, but don't count the days, make the days count. Muhammad Ali said that. Okay, so I like my branding to be purple. So I can go into effects and I can look at the classic. These are like filters for Instagram. And here's a purple one that I want to show you real quick too. There's two sets of these. These are a little more subdued. So I'm going to show you this one first. Okay, so that's purple. Wow, that would take no time to get a purple tint. But I'll go back to this one because I just like, this one's got a little more bite to it, a little more color to it. So put a little black edging around there. I would be perfectly fine with this. And then I want to add my logo to it. So I'm going to have to upload my logo. Of course, I don't have this pulled right up. And let's just put well, I don't have a white one. Let's put this one on. All right, and then I would just set that here. If I wanted to add a little text just to create something else, I actually could add text here. I could add my logo here. Let me save this. And literally by adding, I can add a row of text right here if I needed to add like my website yeah, well, let's do your social plan. And change it to white. Let's change it to just a different font. There's tons and tons and tons of fonts in here. So we'll just pick one. Let it update. That's a little large, so if I click away from it, I can come back and make it smaller, center it, apply, save. Bam, that is done. That is a branded post that fast. So I would just edit what the post said, try to end it in a question like we learned earlier in the week, and away you go. So I'm going to save that as a draft so I can come back to it later. But I just wanted to show you that there's other ways. Obviously, I sell the Your Social Plan, so I'm going to show you that. But you can use Canva. You can do them in a lot of different phone apps. There's tons of ways to brand your images. So, but obviously, I think that's the fastest way. If you have the content, I actually provide the content for you that you can pick up and brand. So, but create a brand theme. So think about that. Now, I don't do everything in that purple tint. You know, I do my inspirational stuff. There were frames that you can do. There's like color blocks you can add. So get creative and think about a way to have 3 or 4 different kind of styling. But above all, make sure you have if you do nothing else, make sure you have your logo or website on everything that you post. All right, moving on. Create a content strategy or schedule. So what we're talking about with this is you've already created like types of posts that you want to do. Now let's think about a way that you can feed them out to your clientele or your audience. So this just makes it really easy to think about when you're scheduling. And again, let me just see if I can. So, you know, you can use a paper planner like this. You can use regular notebook paper. You can use OneNote. You can use Evernote. You can use, here's the paper planner that actually comes with, let me scroll down, that actually comes with Your Social Plan. And so here's a planner that actually has the posts planned out on it. You can use something like that to try to define your post schedule. So basically what I do is I take the 4 or 5 content buckets that I've come up with, and then I try to match them. A lot of times I do it to a day of the week just because that's really easy. So some ideas for day of the week is Motivation Monday, Marketing Monday, Tech Tuesday, Tip Tuesday, Wellness Wednesday, Wisdom Wednesday, Thursday Thoughts, Thursday Trivia, Food Friday, Fitness Friday, Saturday Swag, Social Saturday, Goals on Sunday, and Sunday Fun Day. Now, there are hundreds that you can think of. You can make up your own. I do Freebie Friday, Facebook Friday. So you want to think about things that pertain to your business. When you tie it to a date, whether you have the date in the name or, you don't even have to say it's Fitness Friday. You can just talk about Facebook every single Friday. But when you tie it to that date, they start looking for that content and, interact with that content more when they see it's a series. So, or, just start looking for it. Again, it doesn't have to be tied to like a day of the week. It can be that, for 1 week, you're going to talk about this subject. For the next week, you're going to talk about this subject. Again, you're trying to interject, something inspirational every day, something engaging every day, and then something about yourself every day. So think about those things and come up with some type of loose posting schedule. It will make your life so much easier. All right, and then the last thing is to create a hashtag bank. We talked about this a little bit the other day, but hashtags, number one, are how people find you on Instagram and Twitter. So if you actually use hashtags correctly, people can find you, and it will obviously increase your visibility. Hashtags are a pain because if you've ever posted, on your phone, on Instagram, and you're trying to write, you can have 30 of them. So, and I suggest to use all 30 of them. So when you're trying to do that, it's like you're trying to type one in. Mine remembers the predictive text, so I can do several in a row, but that's not an easy way to do it at all. So whatever. So what I always tell my customers to do is take a little time, write down, come up with blocks of hashtags. So if you were going to do blocks of 30, you could come up with a block of 30 that was just a blanket, and you could use it every single time. I don't suggest to do that. If you still want to do a block of 30, I'd have random rotating, depending on your buckets, have them different. So if this is a fitness post, I'd have a fitness set. If this is about, whatever, I'd have, another set. In our dashboard, let me just pull one of these up. I'll just pull this one back up that I had. There's, we make it easy for you to make a hashtag template. You can just come in to hashtags. The system automatically pulls all these in. You see, I've used the success 2,900 times. The system pulled that in. But I can create hashtag templates. The system also pulled these in, and they're little short snippets of them. But I would do blocks of 10, and I would, have let's say if I was talking about Facebook, I would have a Facebook set, a social media set, and, I do those on Friday, so I'd probably have a Friday, a block of maybe a couple Friday things. But so I create blocks of 10 and blocks of 5, and then I piece them together to make whatever the post is about. So I come in here, and you just create the template one time, and you just name it. So this would be, like Facebook. And then I would just type in, so 10 of them that pertain to Facebook, and then create template and save, and you're ready to go. So you pop those in there. So let's cancel, but I'll show you really quick in case you missed the other. Basically, if I just wanted to click these, I can just scroll down and add those, and that's how fast those popped in there. Now, this happens to be my regular message. I wouldn't want all of these in my regular message that goes off to Facebook. That's not good. But, oops, Control C. I actually would pick this up, copy, post this in the Instagram one, and then just so all that clutter isn't showing in Instagram, I actually just scroll down. And if you want to, you can click, this is a new feature. I got to, let me see, target profile. I had no profile set for this one. So if I was just going to post this, let me just choose my Instagram. Continue. Update. I can actually click preview, and it'll show you what it's going to look like on Instagram. How awesome is that? So if I had other ones chosen, it's going to show me exactly what that looks like. So there we go. And this one, for whatever reason, I must not have saved that image for it to post earlier. So, or this is a different one. I jumped into a different account. But anyway, you get the idea. So a little while ago, we played with that one, and we made that a branded post. So I'm going to save this. All right, so whatever you do, take a little time. I mean, literally, you can spend 30 minutes and have a hashtag bank. You can save them in your notes on your phone, so that when you're posting to Instagram from your phone, you just run over to notes, clip out that bank of 30. If I'm doing it on my phone, just to save time, I do them in banks of 30 or 25 actually. Used to, before I had the hashtag templates, I would in the system, but I would do blocks of 25. That way I could use the 3 to 5 of special that go exactly with the post. So that's it for today. Today was a long one. Really probably could have had a challenge on each one of these just to do this last one and another challenge, but I just want to give you the overview. Obviously, you don't have to do all of this today. Break it up into your own challenge next week. Come back into the group and tell me how it's going with these things. I have never taught this in a free group at all. I am, you can be looking out for it in the next month. I have a paid program that really strategizes and gets into these things and how to set up your Facebook, your network profiles, how to choose where to be, how to create your bio, step by step by step. It's called Social in 60. I'll have a wait list up for that. I'll post it in the group. But it goes through specifics of how to do all of these. But for this is for a free training. You got a ton of information here, and hopefully you'll be able to use it and take advantage of it. So for today's assignment, create and share your post theme. So the post theme was the 4 buckets of types of content that you could put out. I want you to, because I didn't have a specific post idea today, I want you to share a Friday post, because today is Friday, the last day of the challenge. So create, or it could be any day of the week if you're catching this on replay, and trying to catch up, just post a day, something a day. If it's Wednesday hump day, it doesn't matter, but something that is related to a day, and come back in the group and post it. So to come back in the group, you're going to copy the URL of the post, which is the timestamp. I did a little video. It's in the units section on exactly how to do that. And then same as all other days, you're going to comment on a few other members' posts to help theirs get going. You're actually going to comment on click to go to their profile to comment on those. And then the last thing, just because it's good for you, is to go out to another group and answer at least one question or comment on someone's post and give some value. And that is it for today. I do apologize for this one to be a longer video. If you are interested in, obviously your social plan is a plan. So obviously, you get the 3 post ideas every day, all of the images set in the dashboard, and all you have to do is click to post. If you're interested in that, you would still get the founding members price of only $49 a month. It's regularly $99 a month, so you can lock that in. I'm not sure how long I'll run that, but at least probably for another week or so. But happy planning, and thank you so much for joining me in this challenge. I am going to plan on probably making this challenge evergreen, so people can continue to post in the group. Anytime you feel you need some traction on a post, come back to the group and post it, and just type in the hashtag 5X challenge, and people will think you're going through the evergreen, and will comment and boost your post so that people can see it. So do interact in the group, do answer questions, do ask questions. Gathering some questions and going to do a live possibly this afternoon or sometime Monday or so. But I'm always here for questions, so don't hesitate to ask those in the group. Thanks again for participating.